was good. Oh, okay. También is good. Okay, welcome to my channel, guys, or welcome back. If you guys are I cannot talk right now. I ate some of the noodles already, and okay, like ya estoy enchilada. Por eso ya casi ni puedo hablar bien. Okay, alguien me dijo que haga videos en español. No quiero hablar tan recio. Okay. Y voy a empezar a hacer más videos en español. Bueno, voy a hacer un video en español muy pronto. Voy a hacer mi rutina de maquillaje. Tratar de hacerlo todo en español. No lo practico mucho. O sea, sí lo practico mucho, pero nomás hablo lo básico aquí en casa. Y mis papás no hablan español. Sí hablan español. Mis papás no hablan inglés. Entonces yo hablo español aquí en casa, pero con mis hermanos inglés y en todo lo demás inglés. Se me hace muy raro hablar español en otros lugares. Nomás si la gente me habla en español. Obviamente que sí. Pero así como con mis amigos. La persona que puso eso en mi otro video y dijo que no entiende el inglés. Sí lo miré y voy a hacer un video en español muy pronto para ti. Gracias por mirar mis videos, aunque sean en inglés. Gracias. That was a cute little moment or whatever. Okay, we're gonna do a mukbang video today. Plus story time. We're eating spicy ramen. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing a mukbang video. Eating spicy ramen. This is my daily diet, honestly. And I'm going to be doing a story time about the time I crashed my ex-boyfriend's car and how it went, like how everything went down. I know, bitch. So grab your fucking cup. I sound so crazy right now. I know. And I'm not justifying it, nor am I making this video or sharing this story for you guys to like, and telling you guys it's okay to do it at all. I'm not. I know I fucked up, or you know, whatever. It is what it is. Lesson learned. We move forward. This was a long time ago. It's 2020 now, and it's quarantine. And bitch, you know, I was just in my overthoughts, you know, in my bed. Cause lately, that's what I've been doing a lot. Just chilling in my bed, bitch. And I was like, girl, I'm just gonna film it. And I recently bought ramen, so I made some ramen. Okay, so I'm just gonna get to it. This is the regular spicy. I just really love this ramen, honestly. The 2-time spicy, like, it's a little too spicy for me. It's good, don't get me wrong, but girl, no. I don't really know how to use chopsticks, so please don't judge me. Okay, so I'm just going to, I guess, like, where do I start? Of the time I crashed into my ex-boyfriend's car. Like, my car crashed into his car. Yeah. And I did that. So anyways, I'm going to tell you guys the backstory and how all this like went down. So I was dating this person. I'm not going to mention names, but if you know this person, you know. Like a while back, I was dating this person for a cool while already. I was actually almost going to be 3 years with this person. I don't know. But at the time of this incident, we were around about to be 2 years. We were about to be 2 years, or I think we had just been 2 years, or something like that. Something like that. Honestly, I'm not too sure. But this is spicy. this is where like the truth is gonna be told. Like nobody, not even this person, my ex-boyfriend, knows how I even found out. This is the thing, like when girls tell you like they will find everything out, bro, sis will find everything out. Let me just say, we have our fucking ways. Us women have our ways, and also you men are dumb. A lot of you. Y'all ain't slick. The ones doing the cheating and the like, you know, the bad stuff. You guys aren't even slick about it. That's the thing. Let me just eat some ramen, girl. Let me just do some ramen. Probably 2 years ago, I think, or a year ago. That day, me and this person were like talking or whatever. But we had recently like had like a really big argument beforehand. Like, so we were kind of like we were not in bad terms, but we were not in the best terms either. Like, I don't know, it was just bad. It was really toxic. It was a very toxic relationship. Anyways, so at this day, me and this person were talking, and he said that he was going to hang out with his cousin. And before he even told me that, we were toxic to the point where like I had his Instagram. He had my Instagram password, so I was logged into my. At a point in our relationship, we had each other's Instagrams, and whatever, like, you know, arguments happen, whatever. We changed passwords, whatever. He still had my Instagram, and for some reason, I don't know, something happened. Another incident that he actually changed his password and he never ever gave it back. But the thing is, bitch, I guessed the password. This person changed his password was because he got some DMs from a person that he didn't want me to see. You serious? I was like, give me your password. Actually, I'm gonna shut my mouth. That could be another story time. No, that won't be another story time. No. That's too much tea on this person. So I'll just say,
I was like, give me a password, because he was like, I'm gonna give you my password, you be tripping on me, and bitch, I was like, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, like, I was guessing, bitch. I was like, writing them down, scratching them off. Like, no, I'm just kidding, I wasn't doing that. I probably like guessed it 5 times, and I got it. Guys are dumb. He was so sick. Like, he didn't want me to see that conversation, so he changed his password, but I guessed it. So the whole time, like, literally till we broke up, was when he found out the truth. Was when he knew that all along I knew his password. Like, that whole time, he didn't know I knew his Instagram password. So that conversation that he had with that bitch that he wanted me to see, I saw it. Like, I mean, he had his reasons he didn't want me to see the conversation. But his dumbass didn't know I saw. Anyways, we move forward from that. We eat ramen now.
so he didn't know I had his Instagram password. So that day before he sent me the text message that he was going to hang out with his male cousin, he had DM'd the female. And he was like, what are you going to do later? They were having a conversation back and forth or whatever. I don't know. Point is that it was like an agreement like that he was going to pick her up. So I knew. Like, I think I asked him. Like, or he just brought it up. Like, I wasn't even going to tell him, you know. Like, I was like, boy, like, you're dumb, you know, like, I'm gonna pull up on him, like, he thinks I'm dumb, like, he thinks que me mira la cara de pendeja. That's what I said, right? He ended up telling me, okay, I'm gonna hang out with my cousin tonight, and I was like, just your cousin? And he's like, yeah, just my cousin, that they were gonna do something. And I was like, just you and your cousin? And then he's like, yeah, just me and my cousin. I was like, okay, that's fine. Whatever. And the thing is, like, me and this person, like, we had really different work schedules. Where was I at? Huh. He agreed that they were gonna, like, he was gonna pick her up or something, like, later that night with the cousin. So they were all gonna hang out, and you know, we communicated that it was okay for that. So he would hang out with his female friends, and I had never had an issue with it. And so I kind of find it strange that he kept it from me. So that's why, like, it bugged me. Like, I'm gonna pull up on him, because if he had nothing to hide from me, if, like, you know, it was nothing wrong, then why did he not tell me? Because he would hang out with his female friends. So later that night came, and I called my homegirl, and I was like, yo, do you want to go to Chick-fil-A? Picked her up, her and her little sister. Well, her and her sister. And I was like, before we pull up to Chick-fil-A, I want to pull up on my man. I was like, you know what? Like, this and this and this, and I think he's with girls. I think he's with a female. And I just want to pull up. Like, I want to see if I catch him slipping. We were sharing each other's location, and since he had told me he was just going to be with his cousin, he didn't think that I was going to obviously think he was going to be with somebody else as well. Really, when I pulled up on that block, I remember I flashed the lights on his car because I saw his car parked, and I flashed my high beams just to kind of see, like, who was in the car. Well, it was 2 guys and 2 females in the back. And that's when I braked my car, like, real nasty. I just put it in park real quick, and I, like, went out the door. Like, I was so mad. Like, at that moment, I didn't double think. Like, I just, like, went straight to the car. I'm, like, going towards this car, and I'm about to reach to open the car door. Can you believe what this guy does? My boyfriend at that time. I'm done eating the ramen for now. I just need to tell a story. Why did I eat spicy and tell a story? I should just ate or told a story. Can you believe what he did? As I reached to open his door, he turns on his car and drives off. Girl, I was hot. I was like, for all he knew, he could have ran over my feet. He just dipped. And I was like, if you wouldn't be doing anything fishy, why would you just dip? Like, are you serious? And I was like, I'm chasing. But I couldn't even drive anymore. Like, my nerves got the best of me. I was shaking. Like, I couldn't. Both my friends were mad. We all just, like, thought about chasing him, you know. I chased him, and I couldn't drive. So I told my homegirl, like, let's switch. And I had lost him. And I was like, it's fine. I was like, let me check if he still has his location on. And his dumbass still had his location on. But whatever. Because of this, what they were doing, because of that, they were just too dumb enough. And he was just too dumb to know that he was sharing his location. Like, you know, he wasn't really thinking. So I, like, followed the location. And then I kind of lost him. He was like, you know, we were chasing him around the city. Like, and then I kind of lost him. And he stopped sharing his location. So he stopped sharing his location. And this is where I'm like, fuck. Like, what do I do? Like, I'm screwed. Like, that's it. All right, let's just go home. But then I was like, no. Like, Esme, you are an FBI agent.
Find him. You will find him. Check him down. You got this. You got the brains.
I told my friend, pull over. I have Nutella. I'm probably gonna get trouble. Walk over there. But this is what I did. I went to my, find my iPhone, and I knew his email, and I knew his password. Ding, ding, ding. I'm telling you to follow this. Honestly, it's not worth it. I guess his password for his iCloud. So I was able to track his location. Girl, yeah. I was that crazy. Ew, boy, I am recording. So I guessed his password and I found his location. He hadn't left that city yet. The city where he was at. He had just parked in a new spot and I pulled up and he saw and he took off again. And that's when he took off to the freeway. We followed this kid to the freeway. And we followed him and we ended up like in like, I don't even know, in a whole different city. We were chasing this person in the car and dude, there's a point, I guess we were driving on neutral and we were still catching up to this person. Like, that's how mad we were. My ex-boyfriend had a sports car and I have a regular Kia Soul. And we were able, like, we were so mad that my car was keeping up to his car. Like, we were right next to each other. And he'll, like, slow down or speed up and stuff. And we'll, like, you know, we'll try to catch up. And I was over here telling him to pull over. And he didn't want to. He's like, calm down. And I was like, pull over. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you serious? Like, you for real? You for real? And then, I don't know what he was telling me, but I was so mad. Like, I was just screaming. I was telling him to pull over, and he wasn't pulling over. And I think he acted like he was going to pull over once. And we're pulling over, and he takes off. I'm like, what the hell, dude? Like, that's so sus. Like, obviously, you're doing wrong. If you have to do all that. Like, if you have to do all that, you're obviously doing something wrong. We end up catching up to my ex-boyfriend again. And my friend's like, throw something. And girl, I looked around and I found a water bottle with some water in it. I opened it. I was going to throw him the water bottle. And then I was like, no, I'm going to throw him water. I opened it and I threw him the water. And then I threw him the water bottle. Like, I was so mad. Like, oh my God, I was so mad. Like, now I'm like, you know, like, do not get out of character for a person like that. And it's not worth your time. Do not waste your time nor energy on people that way. Like, now I know. Now I know. Like, I am a mature person compared to who I was at that moment. Like, you know? I feel like I just, like, you know, my first thought was what I acted upon instead of double thinking what I was doing, you know. And he got really mad that I wet him, and we continued to chase him, and then we ended up in another city, like even farther. And then this is when we were like by factories, and this is where it starts, like, you know. This is where we noticed that we were driving on neutral, so we changed to drive. Well, my friend did, because she was driving, and we're chasing him, right? And we go into the street. And it's just factories, and it's a big street. And we're chasing, like, we're right behind him. So this is my ex, and we're right here. So we're, like, chasing him, right? Like that. And it's a two-way street. So we're on this side. This is where all happens. Like, this is where all goes down. This is where tea happens. So we're driving like this. Where did I go? No, actually, before we got to that street, I think he did that. He, like, acted like he was going to turn to a street, but he didn't turn to that street. And then we got to that big street, and we were chasing right behind him. We were right behind him in the car. And he, like, acts like he's going to turn, but he does a wide U-turn. And that's where, like, I'm like, way farther from him, I think. I think I was, like, way farther from him. You know, I was distant. So when he turns, he's on the other side of the street. So he's coming this way, and I'm basically like this, right? But I was, like, far enough. Well, my friend was far enough to go, you know. I told her to go to the same lane, and we moved. And that's when my ex goes to the other side. And I, like, my first thought was, like, block him, you know? Like, don't let him leave. So what I did, I pulled the steering wheel, because I was on the passenger seat. My friend was driving. I was in the passenger seat. I pulled the steering wheel to block him. Like, I pull it. And he was going so fast that I wasn't able to block him. That I hit his side door. His passenger side door. And that's when, like, you know, I snap out of it. I'm like, oh my god. What did I do? And my car, like, you know, smoke starts coming out. And I'm freaking out, dude. Like, I'm freaking out. I'm just like, oh my god, what happened? I was like, it was not that serious. That's where I'm like, dude, it was not worth it. At all. I was like, wow. Did I just do this? Like, really? Like, what did I expect? Like, at that moment, I didn't think much of it. I was just like, block him, you know? But, okay, yeah, block him. But I thought that he was gonna stop, maybe. Like, I don't know. Like, what did I really think? Because, like, it's like, did I think he was gonna stop? Maybe I thought he was gonna stop. But it's like, he probably wasn't even gonna have time. Like, you know? It's like, I didn't really think much of it. Like, so many things could have gone wrong. And it did. It did go wrong. I ended up hitting his passenger side. I didn't do too much damage. It was just like, you know, the like exterior damage. This motherfucker, when this happened, instead of him just stopping, you know, because we hit, instead of him just stopping, he keeps driving. Because his car is still functioning. He's still able to drive. My car is the one that smoke starts coming out of it because my front hit his side. And he takes off. He still drives off. And that's where I come out the car because me and my friends are like, I'm scared. I'm like, oh my god. And like, we started like taking our stuff out the car, like, because we all thought my car was gonna blow up. Like, you know, it was not that deep. The radiator just like fucked up, and you know, it was leaking, so it just caused smoke. It was not that deep. Like, my car was not gonna blow up, bro. Dramatic. So we turned it off, and I'm just like, wow, like, he really just left. Like, you know that feeling, like, where you're just so broken. Like, you couldn't have thought that that person could ever do something like that to you. You feel me? You know, like, that feeling, like, it just hit. Like, you're like, damn, like that, like, you, like that. Anyways, that happened. I was so shocked that he left. And, you know, I was just so disappointed. And I was like, wow, all this for nothing, you know? And, I was just like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, I don't know. And then from a distance, I see him, like, running towards me. And then he's like, are you okay? And I'm like, still, like, mad at the fact of what he had done. I was like, are you serious? Like, dude, are you fucking kidding me? Like, what the hell? Like, what's up, you know? And he was like, dude, like, we just crashed. Like, are you good? Like, and I'm like, yeah, I'm good. But I was so pissed, like, and I was crying. Why did you leave? Like, why did you take off like that? Like, you know what? Why the earth? Like, why do this? And he, like, ignored the whole thing. Like, he acted like dumb about it. And then I ended up, like, wanting to see the damage I had caused to his car. So I walked over to, like, the whole, because he, like, drove a good amount. He, like, drove to the whole another block. But it was, like, a pretty long block because it's factories. It wasn't houses around there. It was a big factory. So it was, like, a long block. And he drove across, like, to the other side. He drove, like, around the corner. So, like, you know, I walked over there. Like, I was just panicking. I was having an anxiety attack. Like, I was just a mess. Like, I didn't know what I was gonna do. Like, I was thinking about my car. Like, you know, honestly, fuck you. But my car, oh my god. Like, what the hell did I do to my poor car? And I didn't even have, I had barely had, like, a year with my car or something. You know, I saw the damage. I'm like, oh my god. Like, what are we gonna do? And his cousin, his male cousin, like, came at me really rough. And he like thought for some reason that I was gonna fight the females. Like, boy, the last person I'm going to ever install is gonna be the females, because those females, because I'm not gonna waste my time. Honestly, I'm not going to. On people like that, I do not waste my time. That you don't respect yourself, that's, that's you. The issue was never with those people, with those females. It was with the person I was with at the moment. So I was never really mad at them because they didn't know, that they didn't know the issues we were going through. They weren't, they were just there. And so his cousin grabbed me like really hard from my arms, like thinking that I was gonna fight the females. I'm like, dude, like, let me go, what the hell? And then I tell him, like, tell your cousin, like, let go of me. Like, I'm not gonna do anything. Like, fuck them. I don't care. Like, you guys could leave. I don't care about any of you guys. Like, let go of me. Like, you're not about to hurt me like that. So then he lets go of me, and I see the damage I caused to the car. I'm like, oh my god. So we made up a story. It was like the dumbest story. Something about that we were gonna go to the beach. We ended up like wanting to go to the beach, but we were in 2 cars and we had just came from eating. So he was U-turning to turn so we could drop one of the cars off at his house. At his house. And so we could just leave in 1 car to the beach. And so I was just following him, and that when he U-turned, I was like driving to U-turn, but I was distracted on my phone, and that's why I crashed. But it didn't really make sense because the way where the damage was, like, it didn't make sense. They were like, how did you hit the passenger side? Like, it doesn't make sense. And I was like, I was just distracted. Like, I was on my phone, so I just swerved, and I don't know. Like, I don't really know, but it just happened. But it was a lie. I ended up telling my mom, like, honestly, not even so long ago, like, probably less than a month ago. I told her the truth. Like, I was like, you know what? Like, honestly, this is what happened. And I honestly, like, not that I regret it, but it's something that I shouldn't have put myself into. It's something that, a situation that I could have avoided myself. Like, I blame myself for it. It's obviously a lesson learned to this day. Like, my car is not fully fixed because my dad didn't have full coverage insurance on my car. He had liability. And, my ex's car did get fixed by his insurance because his dad actually claimed it as a hit and run. Insurance actually covered the full damage to his car. So it was just so, like, we were still together even after that. Like, oh my god, like, it was so toxic. Like, both of y'all, like, I know you guys are probably like, both of you guys are crazy for still being with each other. Like, why did he put up with you? And like, like, why did I put up with him? And then why did he put up with me? Because, I crashed his car. But yeah, I take it as a lesson learned. It happened like almost 2 years ago. So I feel like now I'm kind of free to talk about it. Honestly, I hope it doesn't really stir up drama. I hope not. I didn't really mention any names. Like, I am for no reason doing this for any attention for no one. Like, I'm just doing it to share it because why not? Like, it's life. It is what it is. Like, oh well. Like, now I find it funny. Like, wow, I did all that. Like, really? Like, it's not worth it. Honestly, like, I'm here to tell younger women maybe that watch me, like, maybe still high school, because I know little girls also watch me. Like, stuff like that's not worth it. Like, do never put yourself in a situation like that. Like, you're just lowering your value for a person that is not worth your energy nor time. Do not lower your value for no one who is not worth it. Always surround yourself with only positive people, and those are going to help you grow and bring you peace in your life, not those that bring you pain, not those that stress you. Don't keep people around who don't want to be kept around. If they're not putting effort to be in your life or to fix your problem, to fix issues that both of you guys have, if you're putting your part and they're not putting their part, or you're not putting your part, or both of you guys are not putting your part, don't be with, just like do your guys' self a favor and just don't be with each other, because honestly, like, you just have to be happy, live your life. Like, we are young. I'm 20, we're young. So at the end of the day, your life is not over just because you're not with that person. Like, maybe it's just like you're just used to it, and honestly, like, that's low-key what it be like. And then you think like it's love, and it's just like, dude, like, it's high school. Like, you're so young, and you're like, yeah, it's love, da 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 da. Sometimes it is, but it's like, honestly, like, if you have to go through situations like that and you still say like, oh, it's love, like, my high school sweetheart, like, that is love, that's what you call love. 6 years, but we break up like every 2 hours. No, honestly, like, that is not living, and I am not going to live like that. So that's a lesson learned, that I'll never put myself through a situation like that. I'm making this video because I hope this, like, is like for you guys to avoid. Okay, so yeah, so that's pretty much it. That is the story of the time I crashed my ex-boyfriend's car purposely, because I was toxic, I guess. I acted upon anger. I know I'm never gonna repeat that mistake ever again. It's just for my well-being, That's something that no person should do, because, why am I gonna mess with someone else's materialistic things, I'm affecting them, and I affected myself, so lesson learned. I messed up my car. I damaged his car. Yeah, but gladly out of that toxic place. Now I have a more mature mentality, a better view of things, more mature view of things now. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my story time. I hope you guys don't do this. If you guys have ever done like some crazy stuff, let me know your stories down below. Like, I read all the comments. So if you guys done some crazy shit like this, tell me this. I'm not encouraging this at all. So hopefully you guys don't take this and do some crazy shit like this. Hopefully you guys avoid doing stuff like this. So yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Thank you guys for watching, and hope you guys enjoy. Bye.